Surprised after that leap that Jax didn't blow his counter strike either. He just leapt into me and then that was it. He could have done substantially more damage. If he'd leapt, done that, the counter strike does a bunch of damage up front, plus stuns, so I would have been sitting there for a moment while he was able to rain down some blows on me. Anyway, I've gone ahead and completed my chalice, which may be an item I'm going to try to move away from at some point. I don't know. There's a lot to be said about getting more raw damage rather than the mana regen. I would be able to spam my boomerang less, but I would be doing a lot more with my auto attacks. I don't know. I got my Berserker Greaves, which does help my damage quite a bit, plus of course the movement rate. And I'm also going to be building Stark's Fervor as usual. And I announced it to my team. It's always a good idea to announce it. That way it reduces the chance of people being duplicates. So I say it, and then someone says, "Oh, I'm building Starks." And I have a moment of, "Oh no, I don't want a duplication." And then I realize that it's Annie telling me this, and clearly Annie's not doing that, and she was just joking around. And I like that. That was the same person that had asked me earlier if I needed help at the bottom, and clearly they weren't doing it out of sort of disrespect for me. They were generally wanting to be team player, and hey, do you need help? Do you want to coordinate anything? They've got a great sense of humor, great person. This character's name is Sunflower with 2 R's, and anyway, they were a great player to play with. Good skill, great personality. If you see Sunflower out there, tell him that or her that I say hi. So as you can tell through my talking, I ended up killing that Jax because I don't know. I had the right ultimates up, the right moves up, was able to do enough damage, take him down quickly enough. And now I've got free reign on this tower. Another minion wave comes at just the right time. I never have to leave, and I'm able to take this tower down in one big shove here, which is fantastic because arguably your key role as Sivir is to be responsible for destroying the first 3 towers, the outermost row of towers. If you can pull that off, and you can do it, you can push very well. Once you get some attack speed, and if you've got your ultimate up, you can take down towers extraordinarily quickly. If you're able to take out those 3 outer towers, you've granted your team considerable map control. So now I'm going to try to move to the middle and try to do some of the same. And we've got a Heimerdinger here who's well entrenched. I haven't played too much with Heimerdinger since the latest patch, which changed him either... Ooh, Warwick, poor Warwick. We got quite a fight here. Yeah, the latest patch changed Heimerdinger quite a bit, and he's one of my favorite characters. I find him interesting, not too powerful, and I was worried that the latest patch may have nerfed him, but this guy does a really good job here. Our Tristana's in trouble. I'm actually kind of low. I popped my ultimate so he can run away a little faster. Yep, woo, barely missed that grab. If that had hit me, I would be toast. Our Shen comes in now, and he's dropped his ultimate on me, so I've got a bubble. So I'm definitely going to risk a little bit of action, but then the bubble goes away, and I got to pull back, and I'm quite low, but I make it out of there okay. So I'm going to be forced to go back and heal, but I've definitely want to keep on the pressure. Now, I got to keep an eye on the bottom lane, because there's no one there right now, and I got to make sure that their mobs, their minions don't get to the point where they're damaging our tower. So every now and again I may have to go down there and clean it up. But given the distance there is between my tower and the enemy tower, I really won't have to babysit it too often, and I can afford to try to do those pushes somewhere else. So a little bit of team fighting left going on there. We got a kill, and we lost our Annie at the same time, but it's going to be really hard to push this middle lane, and I think we're making a mistake here spending so much effort in doing it, because Heimer is still so good at defending. If nothing else, Heimer can really rock a defense. He's got his turrets he can put down, he's got his grenades that can absolutely obliterate a minion wave, and his new micro-rockets are also very good at taking out minions, even though arguably they're worse at damaging enemy heroes. Well, there's no arguably. Whereas before they used to target heroes exclusively, now they will target the closest things, including minions. But they are a lot better for cleaning out a wave. So I decide, okay, they're way too entrenched in the middle. I'm going to move up to the top. And between me and Annie, we're going to try to push this tower. In fact, I don't even really need Annie. I think I started moving up here before she arrived. And then when she came, it was like, okay, bonus. We can kill these minions that much faster. Now, as a caster, Annie's not really built to take out towers because her auto attack will generally be a lot weaker. But I'm certainly going to take all the help I can get, and frankly, speed of is the essence. We want to come here, take out this tower before they're able to react and come down. I blow my ultimate for the increased attack speed. It also does increase attack speed of the minions around us and the champion, so all of us are pounding this as aggressively as possible, and we're easily able to take it down before any reinforcements show up. Clear out this wave, get a lot more money. Now, I'm deciding, okay, let's go back to the middle. At this point, they've started to lose a lot of map control. Their only forward position is that one tower. Our minions are going to be able to push into their territory, maybe harass their secondary towers on the top and bottom, forcing them to pull away from time to time. It's an awesome time. This is what we have to do. It's possible if this tower is too tough to crack, we may have to do a dive. Well, not an actual tower dive, but we may have to push in deeper in the top or bottom. But at that point, we'd be taking a pretty significant risk because we'd be deep in their territory without defense. So my first priority here is to try to take out some of Heimerdinger's little turrets, because he can't continuously spam them. And however, someone's just pinged the bottom. Their Jax is pushed forward and is trying to take out our turret again. Now, he's overextended himself. It's understandable, they've got to go and try to counter these towers, but we're able to react way too quickly, and he has no hope. And he throws a stun, I throw an exhaust, he's got nowhere to go, and we take him down in seconds. Our Tristana even comes to join us, but she's just late to the party. And then what happens? Well, these guys go back to the middle, and I decide, you know what, again, that Heimerdinger is just way too well entrenched in the middle. I'm going to go and try to push the bottom a little bit. It's a little bit risky because I'm going deep in their territory. But even if I don't take out their turret, if I'm able to pull a couple of them away from the top, that may be all we need to push that middle location. So it's a risk I'm willing to take. I've got my flash, I've got my ultimate if I need to run away, although I'm probably going to use it to work on the tower. And then I see Ashe up there. I'm going to come towards her, but then there's Blitzcrank. Now I'm able to kill Ashe because he was so low. I'm kind of confident that I may be able to take out Ashe alone, but if he gets reinforcements, right now we're okay. My Warwick has come, done his ultimate to stun him, and he's there too. Oh, but Blitz just gets away. Now their Jax jumps in, very nearly does me in. I'm forced to run away, even though there's a big fight that's going on there, because their Heimerdinger has joined... No, wait. Their Udyr has joined the fight along with Jax. Blitz is still by the tower. So I'm pushing far back. Their Heimerdinger is still in the middle along with our Shen, but I don't think our Shen's going to be able to push into there. So I have to run. I definitely have to run away, which is unfortunate. Our Tristana kills Udyr, which is great, and looks like we're going to be 3-on-1ing the Jax, even though we started off late. Our Shen was able to use his ultimate and teleport in. That is a very cool move. If you've got a Shen who's got enough map awareness to be able to use it reliably to get where he needs to be, I mean, it's fantastic. He bubbles you, he teleports in, so all of a sudden the enemy is facing not one person but two people, and they've got a big shield around them. So I've completed my Starks, which I'm quite happy with. Our team is all physical damage, save for Annie. So the Starks definitely seems worthwhile. If nothing else, it's still worth it just for me, but it's really going to have good synergy with their team. Sunflower, that's the person playing Annie, just commented, "How did Sivir live?" And I just laughed because I have no idea how I lived that. I was incredibly low. I'm just surprised as heck. Their Jax may have been slightly underfed just because of how